Fine. In this session and the next 3-4 sessions we'll discuss about triggers in forms. Most of the work in forms will be on the triggers. Let's open the form builder. Sorry. Let's develop the simple form. This. If we look at the form builder object navigator, here last sessions what we have done is we have defined windows, visual attributes, record groups, property classes, pop-up menus, parameters, LOVs, editors, canvases and data blocks. These all are simple objects. We'll just create and attach to the items and utilize it. Now the main work in the forms is on triggers. In forms we'll categorize the trigger levels, 4 levels: form level, block level, record level and item level. So we can define the triggers at form level. This is form level, block level and record level. Block level and record level. This is item level. When we see visually, it will shows 3 levels: form level, block level and item level. This block level we will find some triggers which will be fired for every record. That's why we call it as a record level triggers. We have different categories, types of triggers. First we'll see when category. When user click the button, what exactly we would like to do. Simple trigger when button pressed trigger. Let's go to the canvas. I'm going to have a simple button here. When user click this button, we would like to show some message in the status bar. Go to properties, change the label. When user click this button, right click, smart triggers, when button press trigger. This is the navigation. Otherwise, go to button, triggers, create, when button press trigger. Now we'll get PL/SQL editor. We can write any valid PL/SQL code here. I'm calling the built-in procedure called message to show the status bar message. This is status bar. Compile, close, run this form. Query this, click the message button. Now we'll see here status bar message. It means when user click the button, some PL/SQL code is executed. It's up to our requirement what exactly we want to write inside of this button. Okay, let's take alert. Alert is nothing but a message box like this. If we want to show the alert message like this, we'll go to the alerts. Let's create alert first. Properties. I'm going to say it's new alert. Title. Message. Maximum 3 buttons we can show in the alert. OK, cancel or new, whatever we want. And where you would like to have the default cursor, second button. Yesterday we have discussed about visual attributes and property classes we can attach here. There are 3 types of alert styles: stop, caution, note. This is just visualization to the user. Okay, close. Then how to call this alert from the triggers? We can call from any trigger. Right now I am going to call from this trigger. right click, properties, label. When user click this button, we would like to show the alert. Right click, smart triggers, when button press trigger. Whenever we want to show the alert, there is a built-in function called show underscore alert. Show underscore alert. And what is the name of the alert? New underscore alert. End. Show underscore alert is built-in function which will shows the alert to the user, and when user selects some button on the alert, which button user has selected, it will be returned. That we'll see next level how that button value will be returned. Let's run the form. Let's run the form. When I click this button, see, we are getting the alert, notification style. Maximum 3 buttons we can place. By default, cursor is in the second button. Let's say if user click the new button, we want to close the form. It means when user click the third button, we would like to close the form. When user click the third button, we would like to close the form. So we'll write simple if condition x equal to alert underscore button 3. Then we would like to close the form. When we want to close the form, there is built-in procedure called exit underscore form. This is used to close the form. Now this function will show the alert to the user when user clicks some first button or second or third button, which button user has selected. It comes to this variable, and I am going to do the comparison. If x equal to button 3, then exit the form. If x equal to button 3, exit the form. Compile. Query the data. Now if I click the button, for first button no code because we have not written any logic for the first button. Second button we have not written any logic. For third button, yes, we have written the logic to close the form. Now the form is closed. Like this, we can show the alert to the user, and once we show the alert to the user, user will select some button, either first button or second button or third button. Depends on the requirement, depends on our requirement. We will use this condition and write the code. This is how to use when button press trigger. When user click the button, we want to execute some PL SQL code. Then we go for using this when button pressed trigger. Okay. In the next session, we'll see other triggers.